We are live, everybody. Welcome in to WWE's Universe Mode. And we have just finished up the G1 Supercard. Gotta do my mic check here. There we go. Making sure everyone can hear me because we had a problem a couple of streams ago. But yes, you can see on the calendar, just finished up the G1 Supercard. And now we are on the way to Clash of the Champions at the end of the month of September, my words right. But as you can see on the calendar, we were just in Japan for the G1 Supercard 24 hours ago. We can't jump on a plane and get back to the US. Do you know how long of a flight that is? So we are back here in Japan. Let me make sure I even put the I put the right arena on here. Yes, I did. So it's going to be an interesting ring. It's going to be the New Japan ring, but it's going to be in Monday Night Raw Red. So how about that? So we're back in Japan for this episode of Monday Night Raw. It's almost like a sequel to the G1 Supercard. We already posted the match card in the community page, so take a moment, take a look at that if you didn't get an opportunity to look at that. But we are going to jump into a huge show, Monday Night Raw, a rare Monday Night Raw from Japan, and we got big business coming up here as you guys can take a look at the match card as it is. And we got a huge main event here as well, almost a double main event, as we are going to have our winner of the New Japan Rambo Omos with his tag team partner Apollo Crews, and they're going to go up against Mustafa Ali, the undisputed champion, and Roman Reigns has arrived here to Japan. It's Roman Reigns' first appearance on Monday Night Raw in a long time. Now, if you're part of our Patreon page, you saw Roman Reigns on WWE Dark last week as he had the matchup with Rey Mysterio, a huge match on WWE Dark tonight. It's going to be a first time ever, a dream matchup. It's going to be Will Ospreay going one-on-one with Prince Puma. Gravity will not exist in this one, not for the faint of heart. Prince Puma and Will Ospreay, WWE Dark, exclusively on Patreon, patreon.com/TBSports27. Ignore the fact that it says Sacramento. This is not Sacramento. We're in Tokyo, Japan. And we're getting ready for the sequel, for the follow-up to the G1 Supercard. And as you heard, it is official. It is going to be, and this is a cool one to kick off Monday Night Raw. How about Asuka going one-on-one with the Raw, or with the WWE Women's Champion? I like that. Bianca Belair, the winner of the Fatal 4-Way matchup. And we're going to see another match that was a part of that Fatal 4-Way matchup. If you guys tuned into the G1 Supercard, it was Charlotte Flair and Julia that ended up glitching and battling and fighting throughout the crowd. They're going to go one-on-one here tonight on Monday Night Raw. But Bianca Belair, who pinned IWGP Women's Champion Kairi, she's got a matchup here with Asuka's. We're going to try to find out who is the next contender, who is going to challenge Bianca Belair for the WWE Women's Championship, coming up in just 3 Universe Mode weeks at Clash of the Champions. So that'll be big business. All right, here we go. Belair and Asuka. So anyways, there you see her, the WWE Women's Champion. As we said, huge main event tonight, a preview of the main event of Clash of the Champions. We were talking about it. It is official. We always say that you want to check out WWE Dark, Sunday Night Heat. It's Patreon exclusives. And if you tuned in to Sunday Night Heat, I know a couple of you guys did, the Sunday Night Heat kickoff show to New Japan's G1 Supercard. You saw Omos continue his domination. He won the New Japan Rambo, and it is official, along with our interim WWE president who will make his appearance. The visa has been approved, and he will be here on Monday Night Raw in 3 weeks' time. The first Raw after Clash of the Champions, the interim president will be here. We also are going to hear from Shawn Michaels here tonight. We got Charlotte Flair versus Julia. We got a stacked card tonight. The Usos, the United Empire. It's going to be big business. But for now, here comes Asuka.
And from Osaka, Japan, Asuka!
She is still the Empress of Tomorrow in our universe mode. Obviously, you've seen quite the transformation of Asuka in real life. But here we go. An opportunity for the former WWE Women's Champion to maybe get a rematch for her championship. And here you go. You're seeing a unique setup here, a unique ring. As you can see, the Monday Night Raw logo, center of the ring. This is a New Japan ring. This is Tokyo, Japan. This is the follow-up to the G1 Supercard. It's almost like the Raw after WrestleMania, the Raw after G1 Supercard, but you can see the ring is not the cerulean blue. It's the crimson red. It's the Monday Night Raw color, so pretty cool of New Japan to, using their ring, using their facilities, but making the ring a little red to make us feel at home here on Monday Night Raw, so pretty cool there. And like I said, maybe next year's G1 Supercard will have it in the States. Who knows? We'll have to decide, but Asuka tossed out to the floor. And we saw a lot of that in the G1 Supercard the last two nights. Big hello. We got some folks joining us in the chat. Steven is here. Big fan. Oh, a spear. Asuka spearing Bianca Belair. And she had, as you can see, an interesting setup here, unique setup, where it's you got the ring mats here, but you also got, it doesn't go all the way up to the barricade, so you got some of the cement there, and that's where Bianca Belair landed on that spear from Asuka. Now, the former WWE Women's Champion got the submission locked in here. Steven says, Undisputed Women's Champion. We could call it that, right? Because they technically unified the title. Undisputed Championship. Undisputed Tag Team title. Undisputed Women's Championship. Ooh. Asuka ran right through that one and duck under. German suplex. Belair landed on the back of her head. Unbelievable. Ooh, nice counter there by Bianca Belair. Forearm shot. And the whip with the hair. I think Asuka absorbed that blow. Putting Belair into the corner. And no damage done. The counter from the WWE Women's Champion. And what a 24 hours this would be for Bianca Belair to pin IWGP Women's Champion Kairi. And then follow that up with a victory over former WWE Women's Champion Asuka. Be pretty incredible. So a chance for a huge 24 hours, and Asuka hitting the ropes, hip attack. Got Bianca Belair into the cover now. Referee. Only a 1 count. Belair powering out. Asuka scooping up Belair. Dusty Rhodes like elbow. Bianca picking up Asuka. Face first. Right into the crimson red, the cerulean red, if you will. Bianca Belair, 450 splash, nails it. Near center of the ring. Referee, there he is, and that does it. Wow. WWE Women's Champion, another victory, Bianca Belair. So now the question's going to be asked. Who's Bianca Belair going to be matched up against? Clash of the Champions. Because she's mowing down all contenders in her way ever since she captured the WWE Women's Championship. And we saw the transformation of Asuka in real life. You can see none too happy there. Well, you got that match in the books, but we got a little surprise for you guys. So, as you guys know, WWE 24/7 Championship has been on the line here in Japan. It's been in Japan for the last couple of months, and we're hoping to win the championship back at the G1 Supercard. Well, it didn't happen. So instead, the championship picked up one by let's see here. It was won by Shingo Takagi, and this match not scheduled for tonight, but instead it's going to be kind of a brawl that started backstage during the last match, and it's going to spill out to the arena here. So you're gonna have to kind of play along with us a little bit here as Shingo, the newly won 24/7 champion, is going to see himself attacked by Nakamura backstage. It's going to spill out into the arena, and perhaps one final opportunity for the 24/7 championship to return to the U.S., or else it's going to just become an IWGP championship going forward. Nakamura and Shingo are going to go at it for the 24/7 championship. Of course, Zack Sabre Jr. was the former 24/7 champion, and he lost the championship and was originally scheduled to be a fatal four-way ladder match at G1 Supercard. It turned into a six-man, as the 24/7 championship tends to do. You know, no rules for the championship. It turned into a six-man, and Shingo Takagi is the dual title holder at the moment. He is the KOPW and the 24/7 champion. He just missed out on becoming IWGP champion earlier this week at the New Beginning, so he could have been a triple title holder. And of course, well, I want to have Nakamura jump Shingo from behind, but of course they make Nakamura come out first, even though I put Nakamura in the first position. But either way, but yeah, KOPW and the 24/7 champion. Like I said, of course, this was not a scheduled match. You got to kind of play along with us a little bit. That this brawl started backstage, and it's spilled out here, and here we go. This is the 24/7 championship matchup, and we say one final opportunity. Of course, Nakamura's got to hang on to the championship here, but an opportunity to bring the championship back to the United States. 24/7 championship. Nakamura's got it. He's swinging away at Shingo. Of course, anything goes, falls count anywhere with the 24/7 championship online. So you see the referee on the rampway here. And can it be Shinsuke Nakamura? And think about the 24/7 champions we've had over the months here in Universe Mode. We've had Sheamus, Big Boss Man, Drew McIntyre. Referee, I didn't even realize there was a pin there. Of course, recently, Zack Sabre Jr., right now Shingo Takagi. Taiji Ishimori was the champion. Hiromu Takahashi held the 24/7 championship. I would like somebody, go ahead in the comments, maybe we'll give you like a Patreon subscription or something for a month. Give me all the history of the 24/7 champions here on hit me up and send me a message. You can send it over on Patreon. Hit me up, all the 24/7 champions that we've had in Universe Mode so far, if you can keep up with them, because we've had quite a few of them. Akira Tozawa as well, and Nakamura wants to be the one to bring it back to the U.S. Shinsuke Nakamura, who had quite the matchup at the G1 Supercard. He had a matchup with Hiromu Takahashi and fell just short of it. Of course, it was in the early going. It was New Japan Stardom, Team Japan, that was picking up all the wins, and then down the stretch, WWE kind of caught up, but it was Kazuchika Okada's victory over Mustafa Ali, and a victory that Mustafa Ali actually had Kazuchika Okada pinned on more than one occasion. For those of you that saw it, and it was his cockiness, his ego that allowed Okada to get the victory. We didn't have any kind of shenanigans from Retribution. Of course, there was a little dust up backstage after the fact, after the Okada victory, and that's what's leading to our, I guess, a triple main event. We talked about the double main event with the Will Ospreay and Prince Puma matchup, but a triple main event, as it is going to be Kazuchika Okada, Hiroshi Tanahashi, and Tetsuya Naito going up against Retribution, Mace, T-Bar, and Slapjack. Shinsuke Nakamura looking to capture the 24/7 championship. He's got Shingo Takagi on the ropes. He's on Hurt Street, right off of Dream Street. The cover up on the rampway. Oh, only a 2 count. And for the first time in months, nearly the 24/7 championship coming back to the United States, coming back to WWE. Nice block by Shingo. Collar elbow tie up here. Shingo, the KOPW champion. Surprised we haven't seen Toru Yano come out here. Nice forearm shot by Shingo. Sending Nakamura back, and Nakamura's going to feel this power bomb right on the rampway. And picks him up again. Oh, power bomb again. Holy smokes. Nice counter by Nakamura. This is a dangerous sighting. Ooh, they're getting close now. They're getting close to the edge. Oh, and Shingo, that's a big fall. Look at how big that fall is. How big is that? 15 feet? Look at Nakamura as he came off. Shingo just rolls out of the way at the last moment. This is for the WWE 24/7 Championship here in Tokyo. Shingo Takagi challenge out of nowhere by Shinsuke Nakamura. Steven asking about the WWE Champion. Yeah, Mustafa Ali. Big tag team matchup here tonight with his challenger, Omos. How about that? How about the interim president? What a way to stack the deck. The size advantage, without a doubt, is going to Omos in that matchup. It's Omos versus Mustafa Ali, Clash of the Champions. And Omos winning that right by picking up the victory in the New Japan Rambo. And that match, if you guys didn't get a chance to see it, it aired on our Patreon page. $5 gets you in the door. Check it out. That really helps the channel out, helps support the channel, help turn this into a full-time gig. Patreon.com/TBSports27 if you want to see Omos dominate the New Japan Rambo. And that may be the first step in Omos becoming the brand new WWE Undisputed Champion. The cover in Nakamura. He powers out of count of 2. Shingo Takagi, we got a little pumping bomber right there. And Shingo retains the 24/7 championship. Valiant effort by Shinsuke Nakamura, but Shingo retains. And the 24/7 championship, I guess the future of the championship right here. It's going to reside in Japan. Shingo Takagi is retained. And he is still your 24/7 championship. So how about it? All right. What about... we had a new comment, then it went away, I guess. Okay. Anyway, rolling on here on this this episode of Monday Night Raw from Japan. How about it? Let's do a little... We've had this match before, haven't we? Let's switch it up a little bit. Let's get Orton and Riddle in the match. I do like Orton and Riddle. But let's see, who can we switch it up with that we haven't had in action in quite some time? Let's see what we got here. What about old Hurt Business, right? How about Bobby Lashley? Not Kofi Kingston. Oh, come on, game. Come on. Bobby Lashley and the Prophet, Angelo Dawkins. They're going to go up against... We can't add a manager because it's a tornado match. They're going to go up against RK Bro in this one. Steven says, what about new belt? WWE Internet Champion on Universe Mode. No Internet Champion. There is no Internet Championship. I think in my old universe, and I have an internet championship or something like that. All right, Hurt Business and RK Bro going at it next. And, of course, we still have, and actually maybe coming up next, we'll do the first part of our triple main event here. We still got the Usos and United Empire later tonight. We got the 6-man tag match. We got Charlotte versus Julia. And, of course, on WWE Dark, exclusively on patreon.com/TBSports27, it's going to be Will Ospreay versus Prince Puma in a first-time matchup. Welcome to a bunch of the new folks joining in with us. Happy to be here. WWE Raw from Tokyo, Japan. And RK Bro, who also had an appearance in the New Japan Rambo, did not pick up the victory here. Bobby Lashley as well had an appearance in the New Japan Rambo. Again, that match is up right now. Patreon.com/TBSports27 if you'd like to check out the New Japan Rambo, with the winner of that match challenging Mustafa Ali for the Undisputed Championship coming up at Clash of the Champions. And we will see a tag match in a huge tag match tonight. This is going to be Omos and Apollo Crews versus Mustafa Ali and Roman Reigns of Retribution. And here's the Prophet, Angelo Dawkins. I still got to figure out. I guess I thought I gave them a tag entrance. I guess not. Of course, I think we've mentioned in the past streams before, but MVP, who is the leader of the Hurt Business, the first ever IWGP Intercontinental Champion. So how about that, huh? So he's got his ties, the Hurt Business ties, and here we go. Lashley and the Prophet, Angelo Dawkins. Of course, you know, Jordan Devlin, who recently made his main roster debut, has kind of been palling around with RK Bro. Maybe that's a match we'll see coming up down the line, as MVP versus Jordan Devlin. Remains to be seen when we'll see Montez Ford return after Angelo Dawkins turning on him, joining the Hurt Business. We have not, much like Roman Reigns, who we hadn't seen in a while, who is made his return last week. We have not seen Montez Ford in quite some time. Look at Dawkins up and over to Randy Orton. Kind of almost reminds you like a Dragon Gate ring or something with the red color, right? This might be New Japan's first ever red ring, but they did it for us. It's Monday Night Raw from Japan. How about this? You talk about the Forbidden Door. How about New Japan Monday Night Raw? This could go a long way as well to determining who's going to challenge for the WWE Tag Team Championships coming up at Clash of the Champions. The Usos knocking off many of the top contenders in a fatal four-way match not too long ago. Oh my God, Randy Orton sending Dawkins to the floor. And again, this unique arena, the New Japan style, where you got the ring mats on the floor, but you got the concrete exposed as well. And so that's going to lead to a lot more damage being done, as we're heading to the outside of the ring now. Look at this. Look at this. Lashley. Oh, my God. Matt Riddle on the cement floor. Bobby Lashley. Don't mess with Lashley. Clothesline by Dawkins. Big shot taking down Randy Orton. As we mentioned, it's been some time, RK Bro, since they've been in the tag title picture. And this can go a long way of getting back that way. Of course, you got the Hurt Business, RK Bro, The Usos, your tag team champions. The Conspiracy, just Sami Zayn and Damian Priest. And Randy Orton is getting tossed around. Look at Randy Orton, dragon screw leg whip. Onto Angelo Dawkins. And Orton, oh, the classic neck snapper. Dragging right to the center of the ring. But we saw quite a few brawls at G1 Supercard, and it's continuing here under this Monday Night Raw edition of New Japan. Randy Orton into a cover. No, wait, what's Randy Orton doing? He had some words for the referee. Dawkins powering out. Tie up here, Orton. Got Dawkins. Meanwhile, Riddle's just been tossed around all over the place on the outside of the ring. Oh, was that a countered? Randy Orton, I believe, was going for an RKO, countered by Angelo Dawkins. Dawkins sky high, planting Randy Orton into the cover here. Oh, and a kick out by Orton. Meanwhile, Lashley, I was going to say, Lashley's just kind of put the beat down on Riddle on the outside of the ring. It is all Hurt Business in this one. Side headlock here. Nice shot between the eyes. Of course, SmackDown coming up. Next time we stream WWE with you, it will be for SmackDown. And you guys know that Retribution's kind of taken a hold of SmackDown. We were able to protect Raw. We were able to protect Main Event. Look at this. Almost a 3 count by Lashley. But SmackDown, it has been taken over. SmackDown on Fox. It is in control of Mustafa Ali. It's in control of Retribution. I am guessing the reason that's been able to stand is the same way that... Oh, that we had a submission. Hold on. We had a submission on the other side of the ring. Randy Orton submitted by Bobby Lashley. So how about that? And like I said, you might be looking your next #1 contenders to the WWE Tag Team Championships right there. And the lack of respect for the Hurt Business, always, that they show their opponents. Angelo Dawkins, Bobby Lashley, Hurt Business. Of course, imagine MVP there with him as well. Definitely gotten a lot more Universe Mode cutscenes on whatever this last update was, so I'm not complaining. It's pretty cool. I'll take them. But there you go. Hurt Business with the win. And I don't remember, what were we talking about before that submission went down? I don't even remember. Did I just go right into that match? Oh my god. I wanted to edit. I hate when I do that, and there's no way to, like, back out of it. And it's going to load. It's going to take forever. Sorry about this, guys. It's going to take a minute here. I might grab a quick drink while I'm at it, too. But this is not going to be the match. This is probably where we'll do our 6-man tag match here, but this was a mistake. Steven says, what about Dark? WWE Dark? Yeah, WWE Dark. Steven getting pumped up for it. It's coming up right after this. It'll probably be on Patreon, maybe 30 to 40 minutes, because I got to record the episode, got to upload it, post it on Patreon. But yeah, Will Ospreay versus Prince Puma in tonight's episode of WWE Dark. We always give you a little bonus. We stream Raw and SmackDown here for you guys. That's what we were talking about. We were talking about Ali being a hacker. But WWE Dark exclusively, patreon.com. And we do that again as a way to thank you for all our patrons that help keep this channel going with your support. So we give you a little bit of extra, and also to kind of promote the Patreon over to let you know that we're there. Patreon.com/TBSports27. And, check out a little bonus. WWE Dark. We've had a lot of good reviews for WWE Dark over on Patreon, and including some of the legends that have been in action. Roman Reigns made his return to WWE Dark last week. We've had Hell in a Cell. We've had a 6-man Hell in a Cells on WWE Dark. So it's been a pretty stacked show. This isn't just some throwaway. And we've also had title changes and number one contenders crowned on our Sunday Night Heat broadcast as well over there. So again, patreon.com/TBSports27. Do check us out over there. And now we can get the official match. And this is where I'll take a moment to go grab a little drink ski here, because with the custom attires and then the creator wrestlers, it's going to take a very, very, very long time for this thing to load here. So it's going to be Kazuchika Okada, Hiroshi Tanahashi, and Tetsuya Naito. Of course, we saw Naito and Tanahashi teaming up at the G1 Supercard, and now they add Okada into the mix as they are going to go up against Retribution here. So, we saw New Japan start off hot with Shingo Takagi. He retained the 24/7 championship earlier tonight, so congratulations there. And now we're getting some more involvement here from New Japan. So we'll let this one load, and we'll be back in just a moment. All right, loading has commenced, and it is time. Boy, I hate the loading screens. My goodness. But we were pleasantly surprised. Retribution, we were kind of nervous coming into the G1 Supercard with this team having so much control, having so much power. We thought it was the beginning of the end of Retribution at Extreme Rules, when they were pretty much embarrassed by the group that Edge put together, the team, and they came back, Retribution 2.0, and they've been pretty dominant, these three. They've also added Machine into the mix. And of course, Mustafa Ali capturing the WWE Undisputed Championship at SummerSlam. No chaos, no havoc caused at the G1 Supercard, but don't hold your breath with these guys. Mace, T-Bar, Slapjack, Retribution. And we're talking about the hacker, Mustafa Ali, and he's got to have some kind of dirt on Fox to be able to remain in control of SmackDown. And he was the reason. I mean, as crazy as it sounds, think about everybody that's gone toe-to-toe with Mr. McMahon over the years. Stone Cold Steve Austin, Hollywood Hogan, Ric Flair. I mean, 50% ownership. You had Eric Bischoff. I mean, everybody that's competed and fought with Mr. McMahon. And it was Mustafa Ali that drove Mr. McMahon to retirement. Unbelievable. We never, ever thought we would see the day. But it was the dirt. It was that lockbox. The lockbox, the Shane McMahon lockbox. The secret, the deep, dark secret. Mustafa Ali found that information, his hacking ability, found it out, and forced Mr. McMahon into retirement. And WWE up for sale right now. Who's going to buy WWE is the question. And we have an interim president because we've kind of been without a boss. It's kind of amazing we were able to put this G1 Supercard event on without really, I mean, we have Adam Pearce, great guy Adam Pearce, and I guess we have the interim president behind the scenes kind of pulling some strings, but we don't know who it is. It will be revealed coming up at next month as we get into the month of October. And we're on the road to the first ever WWE Halloween Havoc, which will be cool. We'll have New Japan's Hell in a Cell and WWE Halloween Havoc. Some pretty big events there. And here we go. We are underway. We got the IWGP champion in there. Oh, look at this. We got a little Poison Rana action. Center of the ring, Mace eats a Poison Rana now. The direct results of this match kind of happening based on, we said there really wasn't too much chaos or distress caused by Retribution, which was lucky for us, but at the end of the matchup, the main event, you know, there's the traditional press conference backstage. Kazuchika Okada picking up the win over Mustafa Ali, and of course Retribution did crash the press conference, made their presence known, kind of, you know, knock some things. That's what they just like, damaging things, right? They like damaging, destroying things. There was a backdrop from a press conference that did get destroyed. I think a hole got put in that. So that's about the extent of what had happened up to that point. But that's kind of what you're getting here. And why you're getting this matchup is Okada challenging members of Retribution tonight. And kind of interesting, didn't go after his Chaos teammates. You know, maybe I think a lot of people expected him to maybe team up with the IWGP Tag Team Champions Bishamon, who beat the Usos on the Sunday Night Heat show on Patreon, but he did not go with his Chaos stablemates. Instead, he went with teammates he hasn't really teamed up with before in Okada, or I guess Tanahashi. They've teamed up before, kind of like the superpowers of New Japan, but Naito, you know, this mix. But these are, you know, a lot of people say you're New Japan aces in Naito, Tanahashi, and Okada. Meanwhile, we got Okada, Tanahashi going at it on T-Bar. And here comes Mace. Big Mace. Oh my God. Pinfall in the middle of the ring. T-Bar powering out. Steven says no limit. That's right, there is no limit here. This is Monday Night Raw on the road to Clash of the Champions. I've contemplated too, and that's something we might still do coming up. We do main event, but I'm thinking about maybe scrapping main event, maybe getting to the pay-per-views a little quicker for you guys and just doing Raw and SmackDown. And maybe doing like a Saturday night's main event, like kind of a quarterly, you know, instead of having 3 main shows. Let me know how you guys think about that in the comments, because I will say, much like real life, the episodes of main event that we do are not some of our highly viewed episodes on the channel here. The Super Bowl that we did recently has picked up some steam. The Denver Broncos Super Bowl with the 49ers. A lot of people out of nowhere, they, you know, numbers not so high for the stream, but in on demand here, it's jumped up into the hundreds that we've had folks tune into the Super Bowl. So pretty cool to see that. And of course, G1 Supercard, one of our higher viewed videos as well here on the channel. So keep it coming. Thank you guys for your support. Hit that subscribe button if you're here for the first time. Hit the thumbs up. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers, and we can really be in we'll be in the top tier there once we can get to that. That's monetization company. And then, like I said, the goal is to ultimately perhaps turn this into a full-time thing. It's just part-time right now, so that's why we don't stream every single day. You know, we're only able to stream a couple times a week. That's because we have a full-time job. And it's full-time time. I just got home from my full-time job. So, but, you know, like I said, support on Patreon. Help us get to 1,000 subs and try to make this a full-time gig, and if we can, we'll stream every single day for you guys. So keep the content coming. If you like what you see, subscribe, thumbs up, bell notification, all that good stuff. And of course, check us out, patreon.com/tvsports27. That's the biggest way you can show your support for the channel, is by checking us out on Patreon, patreon.com/tvsports27. And we got more XHL content coming up on Patreon this weekend, so stay tuned. Kazuchika Okada, look at this, he's got Mace, Rainmaker to Mace. And Mace, wow. Mace powering out of Okada's Rainmaker. Brian, what's going on, my friend? Tombstone by Okada, he hits it. What's Okada doing? Is he going to go for the elbow drop? No, he's going to help out Naito. I don't know about that. Naito can't get beat on the outside of the ring. Interesting move by Okada. Naito must have really needed something there. Must have really needed the help. Look at Mace. Got Brian going to school. Paul's going to school in the chat. I was at Jersey Mike's today for lunch, and everyone got out of school at like 2:30, and they were pouring into Jersey Mike's. Clothesline there, staggering. Okada, ooh, Tanahashi. How about he hits Mace right in the knees, cover. Oh, are you kidding me? No, I thought Slapjack was going to pin the IWGP Heavyweight Champion. Won't be the first time that we've seen the IWGP Champion pinned. Jay White taking some losses to Kevin Owens, but he got the ultimate revenge at G1 Supercard, did he not? Yeah, you see the show, Brian? The G1 Supercard. That was a big one. Cover by Naito. And Slapjack just breaking that one up at the last moment. What a matchup here. We still got the Usos versus United Empire. We got Charlotte versus Julia. And of course, we got your main event still to come. Omos and Apollo Crews versus Mustafa Ali and Roman Reigns. Plus, over on Patreon, WWE Dark, Will Ospreay versus Prince Puma. A dream match. Steven was talking about No Limit earlier in the chat. You want to talk about No Limits? That's what your WWE Dark Patreon exclusive is going to be. It's going to be No Limits when Ospreay and Prince Puma get in the ring. You best be guaranteed of that. Absolutely. Woo, what a kick. Tanahashi about got beheaded right there. And trying to roll out of the ring, but Mace going to go into the cover. And Tanahashi with the foot on the rope. Mace, he don't want to buy it. Look out, here's Okada. Swiping away, and Mace clubbing away at the IWGP champion. And Tanahashi, he's going after the knees nonstop here on Mace. Cover by Naito. Okada didn't need chaos because there's chaos right now in this six-man tag. Huge shot. We got a cover. And Kazuchika Okada picks up the win. How about it? Oh, Retribution's not going to be happy about that. Now, Retribution had the win at G1 Supercard, the victory over Bullet Club. But a measure of revenge here for Okada after the disrespect that was shown in the press conference. And
Here are your winners.
there you go, the Aces of New Japan picking up the victory here. Okada, Tanahashi, Naito busted open. The Aces of New Japan, your winners here on Monday Night Raw. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm hearing breaking news. We got to go backstage because you never know what'll happen when the 24/7 championship is in the building. Well, guess what? We have another 24/7 championship match going on right now. It is Shingo Takagi, and he's being jumped. Wait till you see who's jumping him. Shingo. Poor guy, can't even put the belt on the line here. Let's random it up. You want to random it? Let's see who attacks Shingo. Now it's got to be someone on our roster. So let's see. Morrison, Typhoon. Typhoon. He not even here. So we'll keep going. That could be interesting. How about Killshot jumping Shingo? Looking to bring the 24/7 championship back to the U.S. This is going to be your second 24/7 championship match of the evening, and this one taking place backstage. So this was Shingo was a 24/7 champion. You got to expect that. You got to expect people. They're going to be flying at you left and right here, trying to pick up that 24/7 title. So another title defense suddenly for Shingo Takagi and his Killshot, because they're both here, while Killshot's tag team partner, he's going to be on WWE Dark coming up. What is happening right now? Oh, this was supposed to be a backstage. Okay, I don't know what's happening. This was supposed to be a backstage fight for the 24/7 championship, not a fight in the arena. And the game, in typical 2K fashion, has glitched out. And so here we are. I guess we're just going to do this one in the arena for the 24/7 championship. Why not? Can I even get backstage? So I guess we can just say this one poured out. They were fighting through the crowd, and this one poured out into the arena. So Shinsuke Nakamura unsuccessful in his defense earlier, or his challenge earlier of Shingo Takagi. Fandango, the 24/7 champion in other universe modes here. How about that? But Killshot is now going to try to take the 24/7 championship, and a successful run so far of the newly formed tag team known as the Underground. They made their debut, and we plug it again because they made their debut on Sunday Night Heat, which is part of our Patreon. Patreon is exclusive to Sunday Night Heat, and they made their debut on Sunday Night Heat and picked up a win over the Natural Disasters. So they've been on a tear lately, and now trying to add some gold here to their repertoire. As right on the rampway, Shingo looking to retain for the second time this evening his 24/7 championship, as Ricochet had a lot to say about it. I wonder if we can even go backstage, or if the game just completely glitched out. That'd be interesting. See if I can even run up there and go backstage. Look at that big boot. Let's see. Do they let us go backstage? Shingo's trying to get out of here, this 24/7 title. Do they even have a backstage option? This was supposed to be a backstage fight, but we'll just pretend he was trying to get up there. He didn't make it, and they're gonna meet back. Oh, what a huge big boot! He just wanted to get ahead of steam. Kick out by Killshot. Look at these. Oh my God, Shingo. KOPW 24/7. Ooh, was that a little low? I don't know. Killshot picking up Shingo on the rampway, Falcon Arrow style, Hayabusa style right here in Japan. Look at Killshot. Oh my God, we could see a brand new 24/7 champion, referee in position. And we have a new 24/7 champion. Killshot take that championship. and get out of here. Take this one back to the U.S. Killshot has won the 24/7 championship. Oh, I accidentally skipped past that. That's a cool angle here. Title change here on New Japan Monday Night Raw. One successful title defense. The second one falling just short as Killshot is your brand new 24/7 champion. And we'll see. Maybe we get another title defense in the evening. I don't know. We'll have to stay tuned and find out. But we're getting down to it. We're getting to the main matches here. Let's go ahead. We gotta switch that championship up here. We gotta make sure, because the championship isn't on the line in backstage brawls, which it was supposed to be. But we'll just pretend and say that they were brawling through the crowd, and that's how they ended up here. So Killshot is your new 24/7 champion, and stay tuned. Maybe we'll see Killshot show up on our Patreon matchup here, our WWE Dark matchup on Patreon. So I think coming up next now, we are going to have our tag team matchup, the Usos going up against the United Empire. So we're coming down. I think we're down to our final 3 matches, I want to say, based on everything that we've seen here in the evening. So we had Jimmy and Jay Uso, WWE Tag Team Champions, and of course you got Bishamon, which is or no, they're not going against Bishamon. They're going against they took on Bishamon at G1 Supercard. Instead, they're going to be going against the United Empire here. Jeff Cobb, Great Okan, who both had appearances in the New Japan Rambo. But what a card we've seen here so far this evening. We had Asuka in action with Bianca Belair kicking things off. Let's just look at it here. Then we had Shinsuke and Shingo for the 24/7 title. We had the Hurt Business and RK Bro, the All-Star Tag Team matchup here. So we had 2 impromptu matches that we had. My goodness. But that's what happens. The 24/7 championship. It's madness here. It's madness. Jimmy and Jay Uso against the United Empire. We got more folks joining us in the chat. We got a packed house tonight. Glad to see all you guys here. Glad to have you aboard for this Raw after the G1 Supercard. And since you guys are here, let me know. We kind of talked about it earlier. Let me know, would you guys want to see me continue with Main Event as a weekly show here, the 3rd show in the lineup here, which would mean it would take longer to get to the pay-per-views, or would you like to see me do away with Main Event and just do Raw and SmackDown, which would mean we would get the pay-per-views a lot faster because that'd be 4 less shows before pay-per-views, and instead replacing it with some kind of quarterly show like a WWE Battle of the Belts or a Saturday Night's Main Event, something like that. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. We got Brian, we got Zach, we got Steven. Glad to have you guys here. Of course, if you guys want to get those shout-outs, patreon.com/tvsports27. We have a couple different levels. And at our Superfan Mega Fan tier, you'll get those shout-outs at the beginning of each stream and throughout the streams. And, of course, our Ultra fans can request whatever they want to see here on the channel, whatever you guys want to see streamed. You know, we got a big New York Rangers fan on the channel here. You want to see some New York Rangers games? Boom, we'll do it. We'll do it. Patreon.com/tvsports27. And there's your tag team champions, the Usos, looking for a little bit of bounce back as they were defeated by the IWGP tag team champions, Bishamon, on our Sunday Night Heat edition of the G1 Supercard, exclusively on Patreon. And they got a tough challenge ahead of them tonight as they're going against the United Empire's Great Okan and Jeff Cobb. Of course, up next is going to be Julia and Charlotte Flair in a rematch from their wild brawl at G1 Supercard. And then your main event, the winner of the New Japan Rambo, the man that a lot of folks are putting their hopes in. It's going to be a colossal challenge, stacking the deck against Mustafa Ali. It's Mustafa Ali versus Omos for the Undisputed Championship at Clash of the Champions tonight. Omos and Apollo Crews, the Nigerian Nightmares, going up against Ali and Roman Reigns. How about it? So welcome in everybody in the chat. Glad to have you here. Good group, and we are ready to go. WWE Tag Team Champions, and like we said, United Empire will be well represented on Patreon. WWE Dark, it's going to be Will Ospreay versus Prince Puma in a first-time ever matchup. People are going to be comparing it. I know a lot of people are already comparing it to the kind of matches we've seen, the highly controversial matches we've seen between Ricochet and Will Ospreay. We've seen matches like that, but instead, this time it's Prince Puma versus Will Ospreay on WWE Dark. So that is coming up right after this stream, so stay tuned. Wow, we got everyone joining us today. We got Jaden here. We got Pandy. I think it's the first time we've seen Panda in the chat. Welcome aboard, everybody. Hit the subscribe button. I know a lot of you guys are already subscribed, but hit the subscribe button. Hit the thumbs up while you're here. While you're watching this stream, hit that thumbs up because the YouTube algorithm loves the thumbs up. That helps get the word out there to friend or foe. Let people know that we're here. Just hit that thumbs up. People love that. Irish whip into the buckle. Jeff Cobb crashing down, and the Usos in pretty much control here, but see Jeff Cobb just sandwiching Jey Uso into the buckle, and Cobb picking up Uso, and it's a backbreaker. Repeated backbreakers to Jey Uso. Meanwhile, Great O'Khan's got his own back problems as Jimmy Uso going to work. Look at this. Look at Jey. Up and over. Olympian Jeff Cobb off the top. Big crossbody with that flying Us. Super kick by Jimmy Uso. Great O'Khan, hand on the rope, referee doesn't see it. That happens a lot in this game. And the Usos make quick work of United Empire, so how about it? WWE Tag Team Champions victorious here on Monday Night Raw from Tokyo. We didn't get any replays. We just get this, so that's all right. There you go. Usos pick up the win. All right, coming up next, how about Miss Money in the Bank? Charlotte Flair going one-on-one with the World of Stardom champion Julia. Good stuff. Did you guys get a chance to see the Julia versus Suzu Suzuki match from the last Stardom pay-per-view? You want to talk about big-time action. That was the match right there. Go out of your way to check out that match. It's up on Stardom World right now. It was Julia versus Suzu Suzuki. It's amazing that Suzuki is like in her 20s. Like, there's no way with the amount of like wrestling experience that she has and the kind of matches she's been through too. Incredible. But we got Miss Money in the Bank and Charlotte Flair and World of Stardom champion Julia. We had the Fatal 4-Way match at the G1 Supercard that, of course, resulted in Bianca Belair getting the victory over IWGP champion Kairi. And Charlotte Flair and Julia brawled all throughout the arena. Go check out that match if you haven't had a chance to see it here in the archives. But the wild brawl between Julia and Charlotte Flair. And that's leading up to this match that we're getting right here on Monday Night Raw. And we still have the big tag team matchup coming tonight. Can Omos continue his domination? The mighty Omos has been on a tear as of late. You saw him dominate on Main Event. You saw him dominate in the Fatal 4-Way. You saw him dominate 19 others. in the New Japan Rambo. Mustafa Ali coming off a loss to Kazuchika Okada. Is he going to be able to take down the mighty Omos? Or does Ali's reign of terror end at Clash of the Champions? And you have to imagine Retribution is going to do whatever they can to weaken the Nigerian Nightmare Omos before Clash of the Champions. Is Omos going to be able to fend off members of Retribution? There's the Queen. There's Miss Money in the Bank saying she's going to cash in her Money in the Bank briefcase at WrestleMania. Calling her shot months out. She wants to win the title on the stage, and she wants to, by her words, she wants to make the Money in the Bank Championship, the briefcase, more prestigious than the WWE Women's Championship, to get under the skin of the Women's Champion. Originally Becky Lynch, now it is Bianca Belair, and there's Julia, your World of Stardom champion, the red belt, Akai belt. Akai belto. Julia and Charlotte. Well, you thought you got it all at the G1 Supercard. How about G1 Supercard continuing here on Monday Night Raw? We got a little surprise for you too. We're gonna do one more match before we get into our main event, and we're gonna see I don't know, maybe a polarizing figure, but a somewhat, I would think, popular figure as well. He's gonna step into a WWE Raw ring for the very first time, and he's gonna be in action here coming up next. We'll do that just before our main event. A little extra match for you guys. How about it? Oh, Julia. Running boot. Taking down Charlotte Flair. Julia, she is Stardom right now. The top title holder, the red belt title holder. Defeating Suri, ending her lengthy championship reign, and the reign of Julia has started. She had quite the gauntlet the other day, too. She wrestled in a 10-woman gauntlet match and was able to survive. Submission locked in. Kind of like a seated crucifix submission there. Charlotte. A couple of back elbows. Battling out of it. Tie up here. Julia, nice snap suplex. Center of the ring here. Referee in position. And Charlotte Flair powering out. Ooh, big boot. She's going to look like Gigi Dolan after that. After she got hit with that boot. Look at this fisherman. Oh! Dropping Charlotte back of her neck. Charlotte Flair, though. I'm going to talk about they're throwing live rounds out there, right? Julia. Oh, sent over the top to the floor. You know, Charlotte Flair can scrap with the best of them into the barricade. Are they going to go into the crowd again? Is this going to be back-to-back in the crowd? Bryan Irish Arrow, yes. Tag team champions. This is what led to the brawl happening in the crowd. Charlotte Flair. Is she going to moonsault Julia? It's happening again. The arena's glitching. Charlotte Flair. Are we going to have it on back-to-back nights? Is this announce table going to get broken? Big chop, no. Caught Julia. Sending Charlotte Flair nearly into the barricade. Chop, nope. Caught by Julia. Julia has Charlotte up and puts her down on the cement flooring. Scan that QR code. What is that? Is that like a New Japan? Oh, and just into the invisible man on the outside of the ring. Julia countering back. Julia hammering away at Miss Money in the Bank. Referee up to 6. Now, this is in Japan, but this is WWE Raw, so only a 10 count on the floor. Julia's not going to try to get the cheap win, is she? Look at those fans are in the middle of in the arena. You see that? You see those fans? They've jumped the guardrail and back out to the floor, enough to break the count. Boy, you knew this one was going to be scrappy between these two, right? After what we saw at the G1 Supercard, it had to continue here on Raw. It had to spill. The action had to continue. And Charlotte lighting up Julia with the chops. More chops for Julia. Oh, not on the floor, my God. That'll just rock your neck. Unbelievable. And into the announce table. Charlotte Blair, the referee, desperately trying to get the action back into the ring between Charlotte Flair and Julia. No, are we going to get this again? Back-to-back nights. You got to be kidding me. I don't know. I think this arena's glitchy. I don't know if it's going to happen, folks. Julia picking up Charlotte on the cement. Charlotte Flair, what is she going to have left? Julia back into the ring. Charlotte shaking it off. Julia's going to answer her big clothesline again. This one, we've seen some wild action here. Charlotte, I don't know, I hate to say it, I don't think the announce table is going to happen. I think the arena's too glitchy. Nice chop there. Charlotte Flair getting fired up. Julia, counter. She is going to go pump handle. Nails it. Oh, what a counter. Charlotte Flair ducks under, sending Julia, the red belt holder, into the red corner. Neck breaker, and there's a little payback. You can talk about the neck getting jarred. Big chop, and Charlotte Flair, natural selection to Julia into the cover. And Julia kicks out at a count of 2. I mean, she's the red belt holder for a reason, folks. Fans getting into it. Listen to the people. Nice kick to the gut to Charlotte. Nice boot to the midsection again. Double underhook. Picks her up and double knees to Charlotte Flair. Counter after counter. And we still got 2 matches to go, plus our WWE Dark main event exclusively on Patreon. Will Ospreay versus Prince Puma. Julia, package, pile driver onto Charlotte. Does not go for the cover, though. And Charlotte will counter. That could come back. That's what hurt Mustafa Ali last night. Oh, I thought she was setting up for the natural selection. Charlotte sent to the floor. My goodness. Yeah, I thought we were going back to the announce table for a moment. Not happening just yet. Charlotte back in. Julia contemplating her next move. Back into the ring, and a huge clothesline to the floor. These two, they're making a case for the main event. This is unbelievable. Scoop and a slam onto the back of that arm. Now, I want to ask a little question in the comments as our next match is coming up. I'm going to go ahead and reveal it. You're going to see Kenny Omega step into a WWE Monday Night Raw ring for the first time. He had his victory at G1 Supercard. He beat Austin Theory. Now, I want to know right now in the comments, who do you want to see from our roster? You guys know who's on the roster. Who do you guys want to see Kenny Omega wrestle in the next matchup? Let me know in the comments. Best comment, we're going to go with it. Do you want to see Rey Mysterio? Do you want to see Finn Balor? Do you want to see AJ Styles? Do you want to see Kevin Owens? Sami Zayn? Who do you guys want to see? The chop? You guys better let me know quickly in the comments, because Charlotte Flair She just hit her second natural selection. And Charlotte Flair pins the World of Stardom champion. How about that for a victory? Miss Money in the Bank. That's big now. Julia, she's no pushover. You guys know what Julia's all about. Charlotte Flair victorious. Brian wants to see Finn Balor and Kenny Omega. All right, that's the top vote getter so far. So there you go. So unless we hear anything else, it is going to be Finn Balor and Kenny Omega one-on-one. Have they ever wrestled before? Someone let me know. Look it up on a cage match real quick. We'll do a computer versus computer for that one. We'll let you guys watch, and then your main event, it's going to be the tag team matchup. So here we go. We'll sit back and we'll kind of just enjoy this one. That's Finn Balor. He got his victory at the G1 Supercard in the match between the Bullet Club leaders going up against the KOA. So here we go. We got Omega and Balor up next. And then, of course, your final two matches to come right here on this stream. It's Omos and Apollo Crews versus WWE Undisputed Champion Mustafa Ali and Roman Reigns. And then over on Patreon, patreon.com/TBSports27, the show continues. WWE Dark, another episode of WWE Dark. On the last episode of WWE Dark, it was Seth Rollins defending the Intercontinental Championship against El Desperado. Tonight from Tokyo, it's going to be Will Ospreay versus Prince Puma in a big-time matchup. But this one's pretty huge, too. Kenny Omega and Finn Balor. While these guys are making their entrance, let's do a quick Twitter check here, because I know Impact is going on right now. We got to see what's going on Impact. See if there's any biggies. But Finn Balor makes his way out to the ring here. The founding father of Bullet Club.
Making his way to the ring from Bray, County Wicklow, Ireland, weighing in at 190 pounds.
You guys excited for the XFL on Saturday? I am super pumped for the XFL. Finn Balor, folks. Hell in a Cell is coming up, Brian. Brian talking about a Hell in a Cell. NXT's Hell in a Cell coming up. There he is, the IWGP US Champion. Kenny Omega picked up the win. G1 Supercard with his victory over Austin Theory. Big wins, though, for WWE here tonight. We saw the Usos win. We saw Charlotte Flair win. All right, here we go. This is computer versus computer. So we're just going to sit back and enjoy this one. Again, let me know. Take a moment, hit a search on Cage Match. Has Kenny Omega and Finn Balor, they were in New Japan together, so they would have had to have fought each other, right? Let me know if these guys ever wrestle each other one-on-one certainly not in their prime like this in 2023. Cloverleaf maneuver locked in by Finn Balor. And how about Kenny Omega? Making history, stepping inside. I mean, technically, it's not a WWE ring. It is a New Japan ring, as you can see. But this is WWE Monday Night Raw, so who would have ever thought it? Kenny Omega, ooh, coming in with the big knee strike. You're going to see plenty of moonsaults coming up in our WWE Dark Patreon exclusive between Will Ospreay and Prince Puma. Look at this drop kick off the top turnbuckle. Down goes Finn Balor. And Ospreay gut wrench has Finn Balor power bombs him down. Balor gonna feel the effects of that again. Kenny Omega. Did I say Ospreay earlier? Kenny Omega. Coming out of the gate fast and furious. Kenny Omega not involved in the Bullet Club leaders match when Finn Balor, Jay White, and AJ Styles teamed up. Bullet Club's gonna need a new leader now. You guys saw what happened. I'm not spoiling anything. It's been a couple of days, right? Jay White, loser leaves Japan. Are we gonna see him in universe mode? Look at this, the sling blade. Tanahashi sling blade. Into the corner, and Finn Balor, boom, sending Omega crashing into the buckle. Here he goes. He could, I was going to say, he almost got the 3 count there on the IWGP US champion. Finn Balor now. Coup de grace! An awkward landing. I think he hit most of it onto Omega. And Finn Balor. How about that? Wasting no time. Finn Balor knocking off IWGP US champion Kenny Omega. We're getting the same cutscene over and over now. What is there, Michael? So how about it? Finn Balor, Kenny Omega stepping into a WWE ring in a New Japan ring. And it's a victory for Finn Balor. Now we go to our live stream main event. We still got 2 matches to go on the card here. But our live stream main event. And you know what? For this, I kind of want to just sit back and see what happens as well. We're going to let the computer handle this one as well. And it's going to be your WWE Undisputed Champion, Mustafa Ali. And he's going to be teaming up with Roman Reigns, part of Retribution. And, you know, the questions continue to remain of this relationship of Roman Reigns and Mustafa Ali. And it's been rather interesting because, you know, we've kind of talked about it before, and we'll touch on it again as we're going to go through these loading screens here. But, I mean, it was, in our opinion, the whole reason that Roman Reigns aligned himself with Retribution was he felt like the walls were closing in on his championship reign. Obviously, in real life, he's gone over 900 days, but he teamed up with Mustafa Ali costing Brock Lesnar the match at WrestleMania. And Brock Lesnar's another man that's got to, if we're going to have this war with Retribution, Brock Lesnar's got to wake up a little bit because he's suffered some losses over the last couple of weeks, including the loss to Will Ospreay at G1 Supercard. But with all that being said, it was supposed to be the most dominant force in WWE, with Roman Reigns leading the charge of the WWE Undisputed Championship with Retribution behind him. But lo and behold, 1 month in, Roman Reigns done, finished. He got beat by Edge. And then it was Edge who single-handedly was knocking Retribution down to size. And then it all of a sudden looked like this relationship that formed wasn't really going to work out. It wasn't working. And then you saw Retribution 2.0. You saw them gain strength and gather back together, and all of a sudden Mustafa Ali captured the Undisputed Championship back from Edge. Roman Reigns makes his return, and all of a sudden this alliance that was designed for Roman Reigns to hang on to the Undisputed Championship is now turned into Mustafa Ali being the Undisputed Champion. And I wonder if Roman Reigns is feeling like he got played at all. I don't know, but they're going to team up here tonight, and we're going to see how this one goes. But Roman Reigns almost, went to the dark side, but feeling like the tide has turned, as they say. Brian in the chat, what do you think about Dom versus Big Boss Man? That'd be perfect, right? Maybe Dom ran into the Big Boss Man in prison, right? Big Boss Man in our universe mode spent some prison time after his loss to Drew McIntyre. What about Commander Aziz? Don't have him in the game. No Commander Aziz, so instead it's Omos and Apollo Crews that have been partners for quite some time here in our universe mode. And yeah, that's the way it's been. There's been no Omos and MVP. Instead, it's been Omos and Apollo Crews, and that's why they're getting the big spot here. And mention it one more time. It was over on Patreon, patreon.com/TBSports27. That's where you get Sunday Night Heat. That's where you get WWE Dark Patreon exclusive shows. And it was Omos who has picked up a lot of momentum over the last couple of weeks, and Omos winning the New Japan Rambo, outlasting 19 other WWE and NJPW superstars to win. And our interim president made the announcement earlier today that your main event of Clash of the Champions is going to be Omos challenging WWE Undisputed Champion Mustafa Ali for the Undisputed Championship. A colossal challenge, and it may be the biggest and most difficult challenge of Mustafa Ali to date. And we're going to see how Ali does right now against the Colossus, the Nigerian Nightmare, as we're getting our first taste of our Clash of the Champions main event between Mustafa Ali and Apollo Crews. Be sure, if you're joining us here for the first time, hit that subscribe button, hit the thumbs up. We got a lot of action coming your way. The RXFL, the Legends Football League, is going to be returning soon right here on YouTube. And we have our XHL, which is our Fantasy Draft Hockey Legends League, is going to be continuing. That's going to be over at Patreon, patreon.com/TBSports27. We also have our My Rise, which we're going to be continuing. The female side is going to be over on Patreon as well. So we still got the action here. We got our core series. We got Universe Mode, the Red Wings franchise, Denver Broncos franchise, the Arizona Diamondbacks. We have the core show still right here on YouTube. But if you want to get any extra action, and if you want to just help support the channel, help turn this thing into a full-time role, patreon.com/TBSports27 is where you want to be. So pretty interesting here. It's Roman Reigns who is going after Omos rather than the undisputed champion, Mustafa Ali. And I wonder if that was a direction of Ali, an edict of Mustafa Ali. Tie up here. Double underhook, and up and over goes Roman Reigns. We saw Roman Reigns make his return to WWE last week on WWE Dark on Patreon as he took on Rey Mysterio. That matches up right now. $5 tier, the Historian tier on Patreon, if you want to check out all the past episodes of WWE Dark, including matches with the legends. You had Undertaker, you had Goldberg, you had Cena, you've had six-man Hell in a Cells. We've had title changes. That is all up at the Patreon page right now, but it's Ali just getting thrown around right now by Apollo Crews. And Roman Reigns and Omos battling it out, and Reigns, he's looking like he's going to try to help out the leader and undisputed champion Mustafa Ali. It's so interesting to see how this whole thing has turned, right, guys? Like, I mean, it was supposed to be the opposite. It was supposed to be retribution watching the back of Roman Reigns. And now it's like the other way around. You got Roman Reigns running around watching Mustafa Ali's back. Oh my God, look at this. Our first bit of seeing our Clash of the Champions main event. And you can already see the size advantage of Omos versus Ali. And I know that's exactly, not only did Omos earn the right by winning the New Japan Rambo, but you knew that's exactly what the interim president was thinking when he made that match. How can we get that championship off of Mustafa Ali as quickly as possible? And, you know, Ali, he's a rebellion. He's a renegade. He's retribution. He holds that championship. He's contractually obligated at least every 30 days to put that title on the line. If not, he's in breach of contract, and he loses that championship. So he's got to defend it, and it's going to be against Omos at Clash of the Champions. Roman Reigns DDT. This concrete is brutal here in the New Japan arena, but meanwhile, Omos is just destroying Mustafa Ali. Omos, he's going to squash the head of the undisputed champion. This is your main event here on the YouTube stream of Monday Night Raw, but the action does not stop here. Patreon.com/TVSports27. It continues with Will Ospreay versus Prince Puma. Ali gets back into the ring, and this is going to be interesting. Look at Ali. He's trying to tell Omos, oh, look at this. Ali, that's really high up. Oh my God, he was able to flip the Colossus down. How high did Ali have to jump to get wrapped around now? I mean, this is interesting out here now, but I want to see this fight. I want to see this championship preview between Roman Reigns and Mustafa Ali. Come on now. And again, Poison Rana. Oh my God, what if Ali pins Omos? Then the whole plan's going to be wiped out. Oh my God, this could be it. 054, no. Omos. No. Omos kicking out at 2. Roman Reigns submission locked in. And Apollo kicks out. Or no, Apollo does not get out of it. He taps out. Roman Reigns submits Apollo. We'll never know if Mustafa Ali was about to pin the Colossus Omos. But all the excitement, all that we felt going in to this main event at Clash of the Champions. I mean, it was Roman Reigns and it was Apollo Crews, but all of a sudden you got a little doubt in your mind as an incredible 2 nights of action. G1 Supercard. It's going to come to an end with Mustafa Ali and Roman Reigns reigning supreme. They look like they're on the same page. People are begging Kevin Owens to cash in. There you go. My goodness, what a bleak scene. We're going to take a look at the NXT results. We'll get a little preview of SmackDown. And like I said, make sure you guys join us over on Patreon. You guys want to see Will Ospreay. The night not quite over. G1 New Japan here. It's Will Ospreay and Prince Puma. All right, here we go. Simulate matches. We got Mickie James knocking off Tony Storm. Cameron Grimes, the win over Kalisto. Kaylee Ray or Alba Fire, the win over Candice LeRae. The Creeds, victory over Lucha House Party. Braun Breaker defeating Timothy Thatcher. And this rivalry continuing. Marcel Bartel knocking off Fandango. And now it's Retribution SmackDown coming your way, and we'll take a quick look at the matches here. Of course, we'll edit a bunch of them. This isn't going to be the exact card. Eric and T-Bar, yeah, that's not a thing that's going to happen. Dawkins and The Miz, Ciampa and Sheamus, that could be a hard-hitting fight. Come on. Rhea and Shotzi
The Riot Squad against Hug and Boss. That could be a good one. They're trying to give us Omos and Mustafa Ali early. I don't know, but we might see something with them. Robert Roode and Brock Lesnar and Montez Ford and Roman Reigns. Well, actually, I forgot to mention, guys, before we go, how about your true main event? Because I completely forgot about this. We were going to hear from Shawn Michaels on this show. So this is your true main event. So that happened. So we're not going to end on a bleak note. So Dolph Ziggler comes out. Hey, he's the show off. Here comes Dolph Ziggler coming out, all right? So Dolph Ziggler, of course, picking up the win over Shawn Michaels at SummerSlam. And Shawn Michaels, hey, none too happy about that. He was supposed to get the win. He wanted to knock off Dolph Ziggler and put an end to Ziggler's reign at SummerSlam, but it didn't happen. So Shawn Michaels, he comes and he appears up on the monitor. Shawn Michaels didn't fly all the way to Japan, and he's here. And so he says, you know what? You got the victory on me. Is that even the right? Okay. You got the victory on me. Congratulations. Congratulations to Dolph Ziggler getting the win. But this isn't where this story ends. So coming up at Clash of the Champions, a challenge is going to be made. And, of course, Dolph Ziggler is going to laugh this one off and say, well, what the heck? Why should I even entertain this? I beat you. I didn't mean to challenge you again. Well, Shawn Michaels says it's not going to be Shawn Michaels himself at Clash of the Champions should Dolph Ziggler accept the challenge. It's going to be a version of Shawn Michaels that has never stepped inside a WWE ring for a one-on-one match in history. It's probably the darkest version of Shawn Michaels that we never got to see. We saw Rockers, Shawn Michaels, of course, right? We saw Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels. We saw D-Generation X, Shawn Michaels, all over the years. Guess what, Shawn Michaels, we never got to see in the ring? NWO Shawn Michaels. He never wrestled as a member of the NWO. And of course, Diesel, the shocked look on his face. Like, really? NWO Shawn Michaels? At Clash of the Champions, for the first time ever, Dolph Ziggler steps into the ring with the darkest version of Shawn Michaels, NWO Shawn Michaels, in NWO Shawn Michaels' very first match. Unbelievable. That's coming up, guys. Thank you so much for joining us. This match, Will Ospreay versus Prince Puma. Dream match, first time ever. Patreon.com/TBSports27 WWE Dark. We'll see you there, guys.